I'm going to pick up some folks and
Okay.
look at
That was a pretty good save.
that. That's a good dance.
You said we were going to dance the Light Fantastic, right?
Right. Good dance. Dance of the Light Fantastic. Don't fall, Mr. Barr. Fall. Don't fall, Mr. Barr. Mhm. Hello.
So will you send me the link?
All right.
And you know, I don't. Let me check and see if I got it.
It's on its way.
Okay.
How's that look?
Okay. Look again. See if I got it. Not yet. It said I just updated now, but I didn't get it.
you send it to me?
I didn't get it either.
Where is he?
I don't know. Is he in the bathroom or?
No, I just wondering, did you send me the link? I didn't get it.
I didn't get it either.
You got the link?
No, I didn't.
You should, huh? That's funny. Because I have it here.
And Jen didn't get it either, right? Let's close this up for a minute.
Mhm.
Oh, here's Lisa saying, did Gary send the link? So she didn't get it either.
Hmm.
I tell her you're checking on it.
How about that? There it is.
No, I didn't get it. Okay, here we go.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How about that?
Lisa got hers, so all good.
Everyone's well.
All is well.
All is well. And what was that? All is well. And hey, Bear, give me a break. Hey, Bear, give me a break. All is well. River City?
I think that's right.
River City.
River City, that was a musical, I think.
River City.
Yeah.
I think you were there, weren't you?
I've been in a River City before. I lived on a River City.
Was it? It's about pool. They play pool in River City.
Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right.
Playing pool. Salutations, my friend, and welcome to live stream the day before Turkey Day. The star tetrahedron, the mystical marriage of the divine masculine, the divine feminine, as it is formed in consciousness and light within and through us. The rotation opens a doorway within the very middle of the star tetrahedron, which is the heart chakra. And then from out of it, as the doorway opens, spirit arises forth. And as we are then through imagination, the divine feminine, and the focusing of light and consciousness, the divine masculine, it creates a holographic image form. And then spirit arising forth from within literally gives it life. And so we are then moving into creatorship. And then in the future, there'll be no resource shortages, food, energy, all things will be able to simply be manifested. They already exist all around us within the ethers, but it's the consciousness of humanity that believes in shortages. It believes there's not enough. And in that belief system, then it actually makes it so. Which brings us exactly to what we were going to talk about tonight in our podcast, our meditation, the day before Thanksgiving, which is gratitude. If we have gratitude, which is thankfulness for something, it literally sends a vibration out from us, and then Source says, oh, that's what you're wanting. Let us bring forth more of that. So it's like a gigantic smorgasbord that your soul has created for you. And as I was saying, in the future, there'll be no shortages because within the ethers, all things possible already exist. So if you can imagine this gigantic smorgasbord that has been laid out for you by your divine soul, all things exist within it. And it's your feeling of gratitude and thankfulness that the soul, through the angelic beings, says, oh, that's what they want on their smorgasbord. So if you're in a place of gratitude, I'm really loving and I'm thankful for my prosperity. Your soul through the angel says, oh, that's what that, Gary is pointing to. That's what his do is pointing to on the smorgasbord, prosperity. And so the soul and the angels say, well, okay, let's bring that to her. That's what Gary, that's what do, that's what Lisa is wanting. Let's bring more and more of that to her. But if you are saying in your gratitude and in your thankfulness, being a two-edged sword, gratitude, oh, I don't have enough. I'm poor. I'm not making enough money. The soul, through the angels, looks at the smorgasbord and says, oh, there's not enough. There's, I don't have enough. That's what they're wanting. Let's bring more of that to uh, Joe, to Lucy, to Mary. Let's bring more of that. I don't have enough to them. Because that's what their gratitude is about. That's what they are thankful for. So, whatever we're thankful for, that's the smorgasbord that delivers to us that which we are grateful of. I was working with a student, a client of the day, and she was saying that she had, of course, a very difficult childhood, which many of us went through much travail and trauma. And she said it was quite difficult. And I said, it's okay if you observe that. And in that observation of it, you feel what happened to you. You don't own it. You simply observe it. And you feel the feelings around that, the pain, the loneliness, the even heartbreak. But rather than owning it as that's who I am, which is I'm now having gratitude for heartache and loneliness, that would be your smorgasbord that would be delivering those things to you. But if you simply observe it and then go beneath it and find what part of you felt that way, well, it was this divine child that is perfect, that was born from the soul in perfection as a jewel of living grace. It was covered over with the smorgasbord of other people's belief, their gratitude of lack, of not enough. And if you observe that without judgment, without criticism, and go beneath it and love the child, you begin to then have gratitude for love, for joy, the qualities of the child, which are joy, creativity, imagination. And so you begin to focus upon those things. And then they begin to arise forth within you because you've observed what happened to you without judgment or criticism. And so you didn't create a smorgasbord of, oh, I'm lonely. Oh, I'm sad. Oh, I'm not feeling good enough. You didn't do that. That wasn't your gratitude affirmation. It was, I see and observe what happened, but I'm now going deeper within my being and the great being I am that created this child like part of me that is now in time space. I'm having great love and great acknowledgement of that. I'm feeling wonderful. There's your smorgasbord. The soul goes, oh, this individual loves their child. They see what happened to them, but they're not judging it or criticizing it, observing it. And now they're in gratitude of who and what they are. Then that arises forth within. But then I said to this student, now let's take it a step further. You wouldn't be feeling the love and the gratitude and the joy of this awakening child if that childhood had not happened to you. If those circumstances and situations had not been there, you would not have experienced the pain and suffering that drove you to your awakening. So let's go a little bit deeper, and now let's have gratitude for our childhood. Let's have gratitude for mother and father and thankfulness for siblings. Let's just have tremendous amount of gratitude for all of it. And as we did that, we observed that just like smoke, it all disappeared. We had changed the past. Because the only reason you're still holding on to things from the past is because there is still some emotion within you that is holding that particular scene, that particular feeling in your consciousness. And so you keep enlivening it over and over. It's like Groundhog Day. Let's play that problem again. Let's see what happened that we didn't like. Let's go, oh, poor me once again. Well, there's your smorgasbord. You're not in gratitude for that happened, but now I'm loving myself. Because when you do that, literally the past simply disappears. And why does it disappear? Because your whole life is but a dream that your soul, in communication with all the divine souls upon the planet and within the cosmos, are co-creating at one time in order to create consciousness. That's all it's about, is creating more consciousness. And when you create consciousness of love and gratitude, the soul says, okay, we can let go of that dream that you think happened to you, that you felt happened to you, but it was simply a co-creation that you observed and that you went through in order to bring you into more love and self-awareness. And when you do that, the past disappears. And now you're in the moment, in gratitude and love, in acknowledgement of the divinity that is within. And now you can become a creator because you're in gratitude and you're in peace, you're in love. You can be now trusted to create because you won't create a dream of suffering for yourself or suffering for others. You'll create dreams of love and the dreams of giving and dreams of sharing and dreams of more prosperity for all. You'll be a just steward of the planet. And so this is, you see, where we are going, because we are now creating such gratitude and joy for who and what we are, for the possibilities before us. So at the same time, let's now look at gratitude once again. If we're looking into the world and we're seeing some of the travail that's going on, and now there's maybe Ukraine, which we have great compassion for. You can, of course, hopefully believe me that the souls are going through that tremendous suffering. They're going to be learning something from it. It's not a random event. It's not something that just all of a sudden fell out of the heavens upon them. We, each of us, have created incarnations over and over in the past. And now we're all here upon the planet to feel what we might have done that we need to re-experience so that we can love ourselves, have gratitude for who and what we are. The past disappears. We can no longer be in a place like Ukraine or a shooting that's going on the planet. Great compassion for what's going on. Observing, great gratitude and compassion for all that is the travail that's happening. But we see beneath it that it is simply souls, beings of light that have put on masks, that have put on coverings, just like a drama in a play. And they put it on because they want to learn and experience what that is so they can love and forgive themselves, have gratitude, and then move forward into the future with peace and clarity. And so if we observe what's going on out there and we realize, yes, it's suffering, but we have great compassion. We're now in gratitude. We're now in love for the divinity that is within, that is learning and growing and unfolding. At the same time, our hearts are open and we're sending waves of golden liquid light to those people, that situation, which then begins to vibrate within and through in non-resistance. It begins to acknowledge source God that exists in every moment, in all things, in all creations. It begins to vibrate it back into life, and it then helps the suffering. We're not trying to change the suffering. We're not trying to get rid of it. We're simply creating a frequency that moves in and through and acknowledges the source truth that already exists within and through all creation. And as we do that, we're in great gratitude for God, for Source, for the unfolding of consciousness that is taking place. It helps change what's going on. At the same time, we're not in the place of, oh, that's terrible. Because we're from that place of, that's your smorgasbord. I'm now focusing upon that's terrible, that's horrendous, that's something that should not be taking place, it's wrong. It's simply consciousness revealing itself through light and yes, horrendous looking dreams, but if we're owning it's terrible, then Source says, okay, well, maybe you want to experience some of that too. So maybe you stub your toe or break your leg or fall off a ladder. It's also suffering, but did it just randomly happen? There is never a random event on the planet. Never a random event. There are simply situations that happen because you are vibrating out from you frequencies of light and frequencies of energy that go out and attract to you what you meet. If you are living love and light and gratitude and feelings of thankfulness and thanksgiving and prosperity, that's the world you're going to be stepping into every day. And so that's creatorship. You know that I create my reality by what I am feeling. And so if I'm not in gratitude, if I'm saying, well, I am lonely, well, there's your negative gratitude, and the smorgasbord of loneliness comes to you. And you go, I'm a victimhood. Look what's happening to me. But it's when we learn to love the child within, you see, we then create the feeling of love and peace and joy. That's what we get from the soul, from the angels of light. And so as we move forth at this particular time on the planet, there's a great falling away. We see that. There's a great falling away of the old paradigm, manipulation, control, social structures, political structures, all type of structures are falling away. If we want to hold on to them and we dislike what's happening, there's our smorgasbord. There's what the soul is going to say. Okay, you want to hold on to things. You want to be clamped down within your aura. You want your body to be tense and filled with stress. Okay, that's what you get. And why do you receive it? To simply teach you that if I'm focusing upon those things, I'm going to create suffering for me too. But if I love me 100% and the divine child I am 100%, the world only gives me love and prosperity 100%. We create our realities every day. And so that's why it's so wonderful that we're now moving this place of tomorrow, Thanksgiving. What do I have gratitude for? Well, first of all, I have gratitude for the love in my life and the love within myself. My friends, my family, my co-creators in my spiritual work. Tremendous love just welling up from within, this golden liquid light that just flows from out of my heart through all of these beautiful things around me. And so I know that I'm going to be receiving more of that. And so that's one of the deepest parts of our Thanksgiving. Now, Thanksgiving really began, of course, long ago on America when the Pilgrims came. And they came from England because there was so much negativity. And so when they got there and they had a beautiful harvest here and there was abundance, they then had Thanksgiving. And why did they do that? Is because metaphysically, again, once again, we're seeing how creation unfolds itself, that there was a group of individuals who were highly evolved within their spiritual life. They didn't necessarily, say it. They didn't necessarily write so much about it, but they came from England because they were persecuted for religion, and so they came here for spiritual wisdom. And because they had spiritual wisdom, they knew that Thanksgiving was an important part of their creation. And so when they had Thanksgiving, they simply then seeded into the world that now we're going to be creating more possibilities of America unfolding and becoming a great land of opportunity, a place to show the whole world that freedom can live, that democracy can flourish, that people can be abundant through all races, through all peoples. This is America, this beautiful place of Thanksgiving that you and I live within. And so here we are, Thanksgiving, giving thanks for all the wonderful things in our lives. And of course, I have great thankfulness for all of you who come and participate in this wonderful evening meditation. who join us in our daily meditations. I have gratitude for my family, for my beloved friends, for my health, for my vitality, and most of all, really for my tremendous feelings of self-love, of finding through all the suffering of my childhood, it was the most amazing gift that drove me to really find out, who am I? What lives inside the darkness and the loneliness? Simply a child that wasn't loved. You love yourself, you come back into the fullness of creation. We say it's simple, but in fact, it's not easy. It takes dedication and discipline. And that's what we do in our meditation, in our weekly, bi-weekly gatherings. We then literally move deeper into spiritual awakening. So one of the things that we, of course, know that assist us greatly in our work is our breath work. And why is that? Because we know that when we are breathing from out of the open doorway within the heart, we're literally summoning spirit into life. And so the in-breath is also bringing in oxygen, but equally and more important, I might say, we're literally summoning source from inside the open doorway within the heart. And as we're breathing in, source are rising forth. We hold for a couple of counts, and with the exhale, we simply see and feel mystical, magical light flowing all around us. I'm in gratitude for the tremendous light within me that I'm simply sharing with the world all around me. So let's go ahead and do about 5 minutes of deep breath work, summoning from the open doorway within the heart, liquid, living light. Back nice and straight. The spinal column is the rod of initiation. It's a golden tube of living light, grounded with Mother Earth and open to the heavens above. I am the light. And another deep breath or two, breathing from the open doorway within the heart. Spirit, source into this dimension. I am the open doorway. I am the light. And as it feels comfortable, to allow yourself to slowly come back. The unique beauty of our meditation is it brings together the three aspects, the Trinity, the divine feminine of imagination, love, the focusing of consciousness and light, the masculine, and from out of the open doorway within the heart, spirit. And so the Trinity then brings life, and is then the star tetrahedron, divine masculine above, divine feminine below. That as they rotate, then the sacred door within the heart opens and spirit arises forth. And so I will take you through the formulation of the star tetrahedron, and then we will join together and create light activation, gratitude streaming out across the planet. I am the light. So let's sit quietly and feel the body relaxing. We can be aware of the breath, and with each slow, deep breath, we feel the body relaxing more and more. The breath of life and source energy are rising forth. We bring our attention between the eyebrows and draw a line straight back. Within the approximate center point of the head, we ignite the light of the soul. Imagination is the key. I imagine the light, and so it is. What I imagine becomes real. I focus the light to the heart chakra at the sternum, and I illuminate through my imagination the star tetrahedron. Whatever size I choose, front and back, above and below. The triangulations turning, which opens the sacred doorway within the heart, the jewel in the lotus. And arising forth is the living spring, pure golden liquid light, touching the facets of the spinning star, an effervescent liquid light flowing through all the cells and tissues of the body, healing and renewing, flowing as liquid living light out into the world. I am the light. Let's sit quiet together and I will join with you, creating light activation upon this loving earth. Gratitude. and slowly coming back into the now. So once again, thank you for being with us this fine evening. Tomorrow, Thanksgiving. Go forth in gratitude and have gratitude for love and joy and peace and prosperity and health. And you get a money back guarantee that it shall be so. Can't beat that one. Namaste, my friends. Thank you and great blessings and gratitude upon all of you.